Let's meet the visiting team, Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at both of these teams, Richard, both great passing squads, two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
It's a beautiful brand of ball, for sure. Just a joy to watch. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Adams. Easy jumper from very short distance.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Now here's Bain. Fires the 3. And it's Morant missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Russell against Bain. Russell to pass to Towns. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
Jackson on the wing. Outside Bain. Launches a 3. And there's Jackson on the assist by Bain.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Russell against Morant. Russell into the lane to the paint. The kick out to Edwards. From behind the arc. Ja Morant grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Adams finds Brooks. Up top, Jackson. Covered by Towns. Outside Morant. Up and over Russell. Morant, no good.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
McDaniels from long range. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
The Grizzlies have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside Bain. Back to Morant. Outside Bain. Uncovered. And he buries his first look.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Towns for 3. The shot misses. Now Memphis takes it the other way. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Morant. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Minnesota calls time here. Inside. Left side Bain. Outside Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Shot on the wing. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
The kick out to Edwards. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pass to Bain. Towns against Jackson. And a miss there on the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The shot by Towns, no good. Memphis leading. Brooks with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And here's Morant outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Outside for Russell. From deep. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Towns. Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball.
Memphis ball.
Seconds left in the first quarter here. Morant, the pass to Bain. Here's Brooks. Back to Bain. Outside Morant. Goes up on the wing. Nice jump shot.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
The Timberwolves trail. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Three-pointer off the mark. Outside Bain. Right side Morant. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies Youth Dance Team.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Towns for 3. Adams grabs the miss. And here's Memphis. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. So it's Minnesota now. 6-point game. Russell, the pass to Towns. From outside, off the mark. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. Jackson outside. Morant finds Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11", just easily finishes that hoop.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
Okay, 1, 2, let's get loud once again for your big round.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Off target from outside. And here's Memphis. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Brooks against McDaniels. Back to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Fades away. The bank shot, no good.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Pass to Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. Another miss by Minnesota. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. There's Jackson with the 3. No good that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Adams. Russell, the pass to Towns. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
That's just a bucket. Oh, look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
You know, last year was all about linear progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
One fans in the building get a free t-shirt.
Morant finds Bane. Outside for Morant. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. So what do you think the keys are that can help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. It's building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Pass to Adams. Now Jackson. Here's Morant. Jackson with it. 6 to shoot. Over Gobert. Outside for Brooks. Down low. Outside Bay. Lets it go from deep. And it's Brooks missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 6 in the second. Not looking good. Outside Edwards. Got a piece of it. Brooks against Towns. Brooks the pass to Jackson. Now Bane. There's the triple. Counted from distance. Bane's got 5 now.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Fast break, Minnesota. He can't get that one to fall. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. And here's Bane. Back to Jackson. And stolen by Gobert. Towns against Bane. Towns, that's good.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Three-pointer, Brooks. Russell with the rebound.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
No good on the three. Here's Brooks. And he dunks it down. Right as the... And so it's Memphis finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. More 2K action in just a moment.
18. The Timberwolves. 10.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. The Timberwolves trail. And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Green for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Really left him alone that time.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
The Grizzlies shooting at 45% of the game so far. Pass to Jones. The 3 is up. Hits the three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. From outside the arc. Conchar pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Jones finds Green. Back to Jones. Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Conchar. From the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Reed with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Clark is checked in for Tillman. Green, the pass to Clark. No luck on that one. And Minnesota the other way with it now. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Personal foul. 13 foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And Minnesota calls time here. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Outside Edwards. Conchar pulls it in. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Green. Wide open look. Good work there as it goes. Green's got 5 now.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Towns gets the bucket.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Here's Conchar. Jones with a screen on Edwards. Jones, the pass to Clark. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Clark's got his second bucket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
1:33 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McDaniels finds Gobert. Another shot. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Now Jones. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive by Minnesota. Outside for Russell. Towns for 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
On the wing, Jones. Here's Conchar. Pass to Aldama. Now here's Jones. Here's Conchar. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Towns for 3. Cuts off the pass. Here we go, one-on-one. On the wing, Conchar. Covered by Towns. Jones up top. He gets it off. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 11. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. They've got Danny Green. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Aldama in at the four-man position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Russell from outside. Clark grabs the board. Well, the Grizzlies shooting the ball at 43% from the field to the middle. Outside Jones on the wing. Green knocks down the long J. And the Grizzlies lead by 14. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
And Edwards puts up a deep three. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Clark, the pass to Green. Outside Jones. Ooh, it's stolen away. Outside McDaniels. The crossover. Nifty move. He can't hit that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. Clark left side. Jones with the ball. Guarded by Russell. Jones misses. For Minnesota, they've got nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. Outside Edwards. The three from Russell. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got 4 rebounds now. Green finds Clark. Outside for Green. From behind the arc. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Horrible mistake right there. I hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Russell against Moran. Offensive board. Outside for Brooks. Outside Bain. Outside Morant. Back to Bain. Pass to Brooks. And another miss by Memphis. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's McDaniels. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Morant with it. Outside for Brooks. From deep, Bain. Edwards pulls it in.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Gobert passes to Edwards. Tries to break his ice.
Even though he's undersized, he's making an impact on the glass. Looking fearless right now.
Bain with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Takes the three. Morant, no good. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball. Grant wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution. And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Edwards finds Towns. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And you have to recognize what a night it was for Ja Morant.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Jaden McDaniels.
And the free throw, no good. And Here are the Grizzlies. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Jackson. The shot by Towns, no good. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jackson outside. And here's Bain. 14 feet away. And too long on the shot. And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around. I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Outside Morant. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference.
Let's hear the starting lineup.
And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish. And we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the one. Now, here is George. Can't hit the corner three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Adams outside. Morant kicks to Jackson. 5 on the clock, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats Zubac.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Bain kicks to Jackson. With the crossover, Morris with the rebound. And here are the Clippers. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
A decisive finish for Reggie Jackson at the rim.
Brooks, left side. To the paint. Here's Adams. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Jackson against Morant. And the wide open shot from Morris. Connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Morant looking around. Bain kicks to Brooks. Morris against Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The D has to be more assertive with Jaren Jackson inside. Even with some contact, he's still able to score.
Now here's Jackson. And the shot goes down. Jackson's got his second bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Leonard. Fires the three. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a three. Able to switch gears at a moment's notice, Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
Pass to Jackson. Not going to go that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Lets it go with the three. And Bain pulls it down. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Some nice passing there by Memphis. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from Jordan. Outside Leonard. From outside the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Outside, Bain. Here's Morant. And the layup's good off the glass. 6 points for John Morant.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
And the rejection by Jackson. It's a tie game in Memphis. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we play.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies Jackson.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Leonard the pass to Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. Brooks grabs the board.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And then Morant slams it in.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant's a reliable finisher.
Right side Jackson. Here's Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Leonard. Outside Jackson. The pass to Brooks. Out to Morant. Back to Brooks. Bain inside the three-point line. That shot off, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Outside Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple Finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is. Seems like every year Kawhi Leonard averages around 6 or 7 free throws a game. About the same as KD and LeBron.
Back to Morant. All alone. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. It remains perfect.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Jackson passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Jackson against Morris. Adams.
Something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full court touchdown passes.
And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
And here are the Grizzlies now after the Clippers pick up 2. George against Bain. Somehow misses the 2-handed jam. Leonard on the wing. Oh, Morris in position. And Morris throws it down.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Morant against Jackson. Jackson kicks to Morant. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. The Grizzlies trail by 3. There's a minute left to play in the first half. Oh!
Yes! Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. John Morant has people on skates.
Now here's Jackson. He has 7. And here's Leonard from 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
second team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, your recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now, here's Payne. Now, Morant jacks up a three. Not as good in the Los Angeles Leagues. Cut down to just one on the bucket from Bane.
Quick decision-making of Desmond Bane, not wasting any time going up with his shot.
Outside, George.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, you take it.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
George dishes to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
Kawhi Leonard has been on
The Grizzlies, 26. And first player for the Milwaukee.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the three. Powell for three. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Memphis. It's a one-point game. Clark the pass to Jones. And the layup is good. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Now here's Wall. Pass to man. And he recovers it. Stolen. Green with the ball. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
For your Grizzlies, Zaire Williams.
Snatched away. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
Check out the urgency Powell has in transition. Hustling back to finish the play.
Jones looking for an opening. There's the feed to Williams. Outside, Jones. Back to Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Covington's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Williams passes to Concho. Back to Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Strong move at the rim. The defender was just a tad bit late and contested.
And here's Wall outside. Hits it from 3-point range. Wall's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Jones. Kicks to Green. On the wing, Williams. Back to Green. And that one is off. Good D by Covington for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Now here's Wall. Here's Batum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And And with Batum, his versatility, he has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why, when you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint, that'll always get you some floor time.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
The kick out to Williams. He dishes it to Clark. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now, here's Wall. Here's Batum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
You know, Nicholas Batum is kind of a classic glue guy. He does a little of everything and is always ready to step up and fill any gaps on the floor.
Here's Jones. Outside Williams. Driving to the basket. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 6 points for Williams. Jones against Wall. 1:24 left in the third quarter. Man gets the bucket. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Conchar. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. They kick it out to Green. That one off the back iron and out.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
A shot by Batum, no good. Memphis trailing here. Green dishes to Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Wall against Jones. It's Powell on the wing. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And the rejection by Clark. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go from deep.
Coming after it like a pit bull, Danny will get in your shirt and stop you cold.
Jones kicks to Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Down low, Robinson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Opposing defenders know what Robert Covington is capable of, giving him no room.
Robert Covington at the line for 2.
And so he hits both. It's a tie game in Memphis. And time for the short break and stay right where you are. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Put on the bucket. Morant's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies. Jackson up top. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here are the Clippers now, trailing by 2. Jackson down low, guarded by Morant.
I love how aggressive Bain is on defense. He doesn't give his man much room to work with.
Brooks outside, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Now here's Leonard. Following the miss by John Morant. It's rebounded by Memphis. Baines got rebound number 5 here tonight. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Morant finds Jackson. Out to Morant. Clock at 6. And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Morant. And Zubac with the block. And here's Jackson. The shot by George, wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 1.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Adams, and it's Adams on the foul.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And George hits the whistle that time. That'll be his third foul so far.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Now here's Morant. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Desmond Bane is a good option in these situations. Way to come through.
Jackson against Morant. Jackson passes to Zubac. And Leonard has it in the corner. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. Leonard dishes to George. This one for 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Morant outside to the inside. And that one goes long. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Morris outside. Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the previous players instituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the rule on the floor, it's confirmed. These players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can sometimes, break to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He told them this game isn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Now, here is George.
That is world-class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
There's Morant. There's the 3. There's Adams. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Down low. It's stolen by Adams.
can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Absolutely. They're within striking distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot.
Now here's Morant. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
This is why he has the ball. John Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
Left side, Leonard. To the middle. Outside, Jackson. Fires the three. He's off from three. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. Jackson misses. Memphis has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. And Brooks, here we go. Powered down with both hands.
The way Brooks gets by people, he varies the pace of his dribble to keep you guessing.
Jackson down low. Guarded by Morant. Took the opportunity when he saw it. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
And Morant closes it down.
Tremendous effort from John Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Outside for George. Back to Jackson. Morris outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. The 3 from George. John Morant grabs the rebound. Grizzlies shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Jackson finds Morant. He takes it in, and the rejection by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. George with the ball. Put down by Jackson. Here's to Jackson. It's George on the wing, guarded by Bain. And that one is good from Zubac.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. It's Morant in the corner, stolen by Jackson. George against Bain, and George kicks to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. George, no good. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. It's a 1-point game. Empty that time from Leonard. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Morris. Jackson passes to Zubac. It drops.
And they still have a foul to give at this point. And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
Morant gets to Adams. Payne for 3. Off target from downtown.
And when you are as good as shooter.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Towns. Edwards with it. Just 5 on the clock. Deflected. George outside. Here's Morris. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Perfect timing on that rejection. Boy, Towns really improving on the defensive end.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard outside. It's George on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Morris. Floats one up. That shot is off. And Minnesota the other way with it now. And here's Edwards outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
There's Jackson with the three. The Clippers rebound. George outside. Out to Leonard. Let's go with a three. Rebound Minnesota. It's McDaniels on the wing. Edwards can't hit.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Leonard. Jackson down low, guarded by Russell. A nice shot by Zubac.
That's just heads-up basketball, and Jackson scanning the floor, spots the ready shooter. Nicely done.
Out left to the wing. Towns against Morris. Towns passes to Gobert. The shake. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Russell against Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Good on the bucket. Zubac has got his second basket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. Leonard defending. Here's Edwards. George with the block.
Well, this is what makes Paul George special. Elite two-way plays, and that send-it-back block sends a message to the offense. I'm here tonight, folks.
Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. In transition, here come the Clippers. And Minnesota calls time here.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Time to get hype, fans. It's the First Avenue Breakers. All right, everyone, give a big hand to your First Avenue Breakers.
One shot. The free throw drops for Leonard.
I think one thing you love about Kawhi Leonard, this guy never gets too high, never gets too low, but he is the ultimate competitor because he competes at the highest level regardless of the situation.
Now here's Leonard. Jackson outside. Kicks it to George. Fires for 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, Paul George is excellent both defensively and offensively. You want to talk about 3 and D? He's got both.
He launched that one from way outside.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Leonard. Oh, it's stolen. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Karl Anthony Towns, too big, too strong, too high off his feet.
Jackson against Russell. The 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Edwards for 3. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Why lay it in when you can send an emphatic message? Gobert on the dunk.
Jackson down low. Morris for 3. No good on the shot. And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 5. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go in. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Clippers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. George against Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. 3 on the clock. The 3 ball. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys. Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Russell against Jackson. Outside Edwards. To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got his 5th rebound in this one. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top 2-way players in the league.
Now Russell. Pass to Towns. The 3 is up. Paul George pulls down the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Edwards with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Now Towns. Back to Daniels. Got a piece of it. Here's Towns. 3-pointer. Towns can't get that one to fall.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Jackson against Edwards. George outside, beyond the arc. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
And Edwards slams it in.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Morris outside. Out to Leonard. Lots of room. Chalk up 2 there. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Kawhi Leonard getting to his spots, and his hands are up, ready to catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Minnesota calls timeout. We've got 1:13 left in the first half of this game. Russell from deep 3-point land. It's rebounded by Morris.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
So often we see guys fail to box out now, but he did a great job right there.
Towns with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Towns against Morris. Towns passes to Gobert. Count it. Gobert's got 6.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert has shot well over 60% for his career. If he's that close, he will put it in the basket.
Back to Jackson. Pass to Zubats. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. Russell against Jackson. Russell, the pass to Gobert. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. And that one falls for Jackson.
Reggie Jackson, one of those guys who does a little bit of everything. Can score it, can be a setup guy, can play the one, can play the two. You love his versatility.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. Ooh, poked away. Here's Prince. 1 second left. That misses. Would have counted had it gone.
25. Fans, let's hear it for the Jabberwockies.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Torian Prince. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
Well, just incredible anticipation and hops by Robert Covington. Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. And boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Wall. Three-pointer. Rebound Minnesota.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Noel. Oh, Covington with a block.
So disruptive at the defensive end. Look in the box score, and Covington will be the source of blocks and steals consistently.
And you talk about Powell's athleticism. Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
Towns passes to Russell. Back to Towns. Out to the wing. Pass to Russell.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
First team foul.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Here's Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Nick Batum.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
And here are the Clippers now. Ball with it. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. From deep. They grab their own miss.
Beautiful effort on that tip in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Ball with it. Russell covering for 3. Powell. The shot comes out.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Edwards can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. The 3. Powell's shot is off. Minnesota shooting only 23% so far. This one for 3. He can't get it to go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Pass to man. Stolen by Russell. McDaniels from long range. Powell pulls it in. And so here are the Clippers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. To the inside. Here's Covington. Soft touch off the glass. Covington's got his second basket of the game.
Since Covington has arrived in the league, he has come such a long way in his overall game. Great interior work there.
Pass to Edwards. Looking to get it going. Clock at 6. Russell, pass to Gobert. Got a piece of it.
That 7-foot wingspan and the versatility of Nick Batum send it back.
Wall against Russell. Batum, right side. Covington passes to Wall. Powell outside. Just 5 to shoot. 4-3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. McDaniels from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Pass to Covington. Here's Powell. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Man. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And the Clippers lead by 12. Minnesota with the ball. Outside Russell. Towns with the ball. Takes a 3. Batum pulls it in. Here's Mann.
Timberwolves foul. Rudy Gobert. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
No good on the free throw.
John Wall, of course, the #1 pick back in 2010. Game is largely predicated on speed, the ability to get downhill, but boy, he has added strength to that incredible.
Oh, okay then.
A little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
George, a deep 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
When you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point. McDaniels with it, checked by Wall. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Russell. To the wing, right side. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Leonard against Towns. Outside Russell. 5 on the clock.
That's nicely contested by Wall. I think his defense is really overlooked.
Shoots from 12. Russell with the rebound.
Yikes, how did he miss that? I mean, he makes 9 out of 10 of those.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Right side McDaniels. Misses the 3. And for the Clippers, they're shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Pass to Leonard. Wall against Russell. Wall, the pass to George. Back to Wall. Up and over Russell. Wall, no good. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Gobert. Ooh, Morris with a steal.
Minnesota foul. Paul Anthony Towns. Second personal foul.
Leonard against McDaniels. Kicks it to George. Launches it. Fires in the triple.
Well, Paul George is a big-time scorer, and it matters not where he is, but you give him a corner three, he'll take it.
The three from Russell. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Wall with it. Russell covering. Russell against Wall. George for three, and good. Coming on the assist by Wall. And the Clippers lead by 17. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Edwards to halt the run. Gets the three ball to go.
Well, the work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. George passes to Leonard. Reverses. And George lays it in.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Minnesota has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Outside Russell from downtown. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in the game. Ball, the pass to Morris. George outside. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way. I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Clippers.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Paul George.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Here's McDaniels. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here are the Clippers. They're on an 11-3 run. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
And so Wall nails them both. And here's Russell. Ooh, Morris with a steal. And so they choose to intentionally foul. That free throw, no good.
Shooting for away, John Wall. 2 shots.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Now the Timberwolves with it. Pass to Towns, to the paint. And here's McDaniels. Jacks up a 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Now here's George. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Here's Russell. On the take. Left side McDaniels. For 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. And an intentional foul right there. And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Minnesota calls timeout. All right, guys, what do you think?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
16 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. And that one drops.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
And so they foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. Team is in the
And that one falls for Wall.
shooting for away, John Wall.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Minnesota calls timeout. All right, guys, what's your take?
It's an opportunity for a teaching moment. I'm sure Coach will waste no time making his points.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Three-pointer, no good. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. This one wasn't even...
At the power forward position, 7 feet tall.
Well, if you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist card, you've come to the right place.
Tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
Now look at Memphis' starting group. At the forward spot, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Brooks misses. Stolen by Brooks. Back to Morant. Launches it. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Edwards against Morant. Towns for three. Up the wide, Minnesota. Broke loose. Morant outside. Into the lane. And Morant throws it down.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge. It speaks to just how far this team has come.
And so here's Memphis. After the basket by Minnesota, Morant finds Bain. And finished off by Morant.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Outside, Russell. And it's Edwards, top of the key. The kick out to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Russell passes to Edwards. Back to Russell. 5 to shoot. And the shot is good.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Brooks outside. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Payne for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. And guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Jackson kicks to Bain. It's Brooks on the wing. Back to Bain. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Morant against Russell. Pass to McDaniels. From past the arc. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Jackson passes to Bain. Brooks with the bounce pass. And Adams kicks to Morant. A 3. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And there's the nice layup by Adams.
To put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Russell from long range. Towns down low. Adams on. Towns finds Gobert. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Morant with a wide open look. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. A nice shot by McDaniel. McDaniel's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Timberwolves. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. Out to Brooks. Here's Bain. That one a little long.
Well, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Towns with it. Now defended by Adams. Here's Edwards. And he drives in. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And it's Morant missing. Edwards passes to Towns. Back to Edwards. With 4 seconds on the clock. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. For Minnesota, they had gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. His confidence is soaring, so is his activity.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back to the action in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russ in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Towns for 3. Poked away. Outside Jackson. Inside Brooks. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Brooks has got his first points of the night.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. To the paint. It's stolen by Adams. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Well, that was a bomb from Edwards showing off that deep range.
Morant passes to Bing. Some nice passing there by Memphis. The 3 from Morant. And another miss by Memphis.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
Yeah, and when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And he can't hit the second. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And there's the pass to McDaniels. Gobert down low. Adams defending. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. It's stolen by Gobert. McDaniels with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. For 3, Edwards. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Second team foul.
It goes on Dylan Brooks.
The line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. 3 shots.
He's off on the second. He manages to convert the third one. Here's Morant. He's got 9. Outside, Bain. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes to McDaniels. Outside, Towns. For 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Bain finds Jackson. Back to Bain. Pass to Adams. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Gobert. Hogged up there for Edwards. Stolen by Brooks. And stolen by Russell. Edwards with it. Now defended by Bain. Here's McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 5. D'Angelo Russell, the 2nd overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his 2nd season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Timberwolves leading by 7. 44 seconds left in the second quarter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Brooks with no one around. Traps in the tray.
3 points.
Brooks has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Pass to Edwards. From deep. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jackson kicks to Adams. Morant outside. And then Morant slams it in.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
And it's Towns missing. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we record.
20. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. We've got Williams. He's out there with Brandon Clark. Green out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Conchar in at the 2-guard spot. 4 on the clock. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Minnesota in the lead. It's stolen by Green. Down low. Here's Jones. He nails it for timeout.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Shoots it. Can't hit that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Clark, the pass to Green. Jones kicks to Green. Outside Williams. Just 5 on the clock. For the lead, they kick it out to Green. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. The Timberwolves shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Anderson right side. Kicks it out to Prince. A 3-pointer, no good. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Williams with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson. And the pass to Conchar. Back to Williams. 18 feet out. Intercepted. Noel passes to Reed. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Jones, the pass to Conchar. On the wing, Williams. Guarded by Reed. They kick it out to Green. 5 to shoot. Here's Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Anderson's shot is off. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Green passes to Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
This is his first free throw of the game.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Timberwolves trail. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Noel passes to Prince. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Jones looking for an opening. Green against Prince. Pass to Jones. Anderson against Williams. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. That shot wide open. Konchar's got the lead back up to 2 now for the Grizzlies.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Basket good.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Pass to Conchar. Over in the corner, Williams. Pass to Conchar. Memphis moving that ball around. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Konchar's got 6.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
He takes it in. There's the pass to Noel. It's stolen by Green. Fast break, here they come. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop and took it inside.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Williams comes with the double team. And Anderson kicks to Prince. Back to Anderson. Passes it to Prince. Anderson outside. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves again can't hit. No good there. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Timberwolves trail by 6. We've got Prince. Anderson is out there with Reed. And it's McLaughlin in at the corner. So that's the Timberwolves 5. So it's the Grizzlies now. They go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Now, here is Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Bain. Edwards can't hit.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Launches the 3. And they recover it. Out to Russell. Pass to Towns. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Morant outside. Releases. And right through it goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And the Timberwolves call time. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. And then we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Thank you, David. Morant passes to Brooks. Bain against Edwards. Out to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Brooks outside. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him. Timberwolves trail by 3. The feed to Edwards. And Some contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
And maybe he's starting to find his form at the line. He certainly had his share of chances. Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Back to Jackson. It's stolen by Edwards. Over to the wing, to the middle, to tie it up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
And if he gets looks that cleanly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
No luck that time either. Memphis leading. Bain finds Brooks. Back to Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. Lets the 3 fly. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Edwards passes to Towns. And here is McDaniel. To the inside. Now Gobert to take the lead. A shot, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Pass to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And the Grizzlies lead by 5. Over in the corner, Edwards. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And Adams kicks to Morant. Jackson against Towns. Out to Brooks. The 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Inside, Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy when the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Outside Jackson. Russell against Morant. Takes the 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow. You see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Russell kicks to Towns. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now here's Brooks. McDaniels defending. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Stolen by McDaniels. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. For 3, Edwards. The Grizzlies pull it in.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Jackson from long range. Brooks from outside. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's Russell. So it's Memphis picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Welcome to 2K Sports. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Fires the three. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Jackson, pass to Morris. Jackson against Morant. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
About a minute into this first quarter. Now Morant. Outside Payne. Brooks, the pass to Payne. Morris against Jackson. Back to Bain. 4 on the clock. Here's Brooks. Up top, Morant. Jackson finds Morant. Launches a three. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Now here's Jackson. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Brooks with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. The three from Bain. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player. When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Out to Leonard. Pass to Morris. Fires the three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside Morant, and here's Adams. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Puts up a three. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis leading. Here's Morant. Misses off the right iron.
Now, the defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Up top, Jackson. Guarded by Bain. Here's Zubac. Nice start for him. Taking his first shot.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Pass to Jackson. Outside Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Shot clock at 6. 19-footer. Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Zubac with the steal. Jackson with it. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Zubac inside. Adams is there. That shot off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And Jackson, here we go. Outside for Morant. Here's Adams. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
The motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Jackson outside. Here he goes. The kick out to Morris. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Back to Brooks. It's stolen by Leonard. George against Bain. Leonard outside. Pass to Jackson. Fires from deep. The shot off that time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers ahead. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
You know, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Leonard outside. Kicks it to George. From deep. Brooks with the rebound. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dylan Brooks proved he was a big game player, going in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah. The officials were right on top of that one.
You know, talking about Dylan Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Jackson outside. Leonard on the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 5 assists tonight.
Sometimes tough to get out to that corner, and Kawhi sat there and made the defense stretch out.
Back to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Moran. Back to Jackson. Inside. Zubats with the steal. Out to Leonard. Second quarter of action. About a minute and a half played.
And Steven Adams just throwing that one out of the way.
Here's Bain. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. On defense, the Grizzlies. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And the jam by George.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
Jackson against Moran. Pass to Adams. It's stolen by Leonard. In transition, here come the Clippers. George outside. Lets the 3 fly. And the Clippers hit again from deep. And Brent, we hear talk about teams finding their identity. For those that don't know, can you break down what that really means?
Well, one of the key things, BA, is you come out of a training camp in any given year. You're trying to find the right rotation of players and combinations of players that's going to establish what it is that you're capable of doing. And 30 games into the season, that identity can start to show itself. Great coaches in the league will adapt to the things that they're seeing from their rosters to give them the best chance to win.
Morris passes to Jackson. Up top, Morris. Stolen by Bain. And he's all alone. The finish. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Moran.
To the middle. And the dunk by Leonard.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Moran. Kicks it out to Jackson. Bain with it. Guarded now by George. There's Jackson with the 3. Memphis for rebound. Adams finds Brooks. Down low. On the wing, Bain. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Here's Jackson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to George. There's the 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
It's good on the putback. Adams has got his second bucket of the game.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. Jackson outside. Now here's Morris. Pass to Zubats. Count that one.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Stolen stolen by Jackson. To the paint. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Morant. With 4 on the clock. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Making sure of it with the two-man slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And a pretty tightly contested game. Appreciate it, Allie. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
On the court for Memphis, they've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Brandon Clark out there with Danny Green. And it's Aldama in at the 4. Outside Wall. Pass to Batum. And it's blocked by Clark. Here's Conchar. Now covers. That puts him in the lead. Conchar's gotten his first bucket of the night. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Man, no good on the triple.
Man, that's his shot. But maybe he was too wide open.
And Terrence Mann, after being a role player in his first couple of seasons, we're starting to see him get a larger chunk of duties for this team.
Wall attacking. Pass to Mann. And stolen by Green. Clark outside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Covington with it. Jacks up a 3. Fires the 3. Nails it from 3. Covington's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And Terrence Mann has embraced the added responsibility.
Yeah, he plays a great combination of the 2 and the 3 spot. And I just love the confidence that Terrence Mann is building, becoming more of a scorer and becoming more of an attack threat. He came in as a pass-first guy. Now he doesn't pass too many of those opportunities up.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Williams is checked in for Memphis. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Conchar. From deep three-point range, gets the 3 to fall. Conchar's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And able to regain the lead there.
Wall against Jones. Here's Mann. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Jones' shot is good.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Jones against Wall. Pass to Powell. Out to Covington. And stolen by Williams. Clark against Wall. Here's Conchar. And a miss there on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Takes the 3, and that one's good. Mann's got 6.
And being that Wall as a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Green finds Jones. Outside, Williams. And And we're going to have a jump ball. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA. Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Wall against Jones. Pass to man. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Powell. Here's Batum. Fuses the glass on the layup. Batum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Crafty move down low from Batum, just looking past the coverage, trying to find the slightest bit of a shooting window.
Clark with a screen on Wall. Jones from outside. Green for 3. Counted from distance. Green's gotten his second bucket.
He wanted to shoot that ball, but you see your teammate wide open. Be a good teammate. Make the delivery.
Wall, the pass to Powell. For 3. And stolen by Clark.
Nicholas Batum. First personal foul. First team foul.
And that one misses.
John Conrad. Shooting 1. Substitution on the floor.
Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Clark. It's tipped. Zubac with the steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
You settle in and you watch the show coming from Kawhi as he's filling it up and doing it in a lot of ways.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And the Clippers have possession. 2-point game. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And Jackson's showing off a little bit of his range that time. So confident in that release.
From deep, Morant. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
It's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Jackson outside. No good on the 3. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Bain, the pass to Morant. Outside for Brooks. Outside Morant. 4-3. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
George outside. Kicks it out to Jackson. Leonard left side. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jackson. Back to George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And the Clippers miss again. Memphis has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Morant, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Leonard outside. George outside. Stolen by Bain. To tie it up. That shot off the mark. The Clippers go the other way with it. To the inside. Here's Morris. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Jackson, the pass to George. Who in the drought? No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's on Desmond Bain. That's good from George.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
And here's Morant outside. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Leonard against Jackson. Leonard on the take. George outside. Three-pointer. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Lets it fly. Morant with it. Jackson in his pocket. And it's Morant missing.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. Now Leonard lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Jackson on the wing. The 3. It's rebounded by Zubac.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Here's Morris. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Memphis has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Bain. Over George. And again, Memphis no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board. Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
On the wing, Brooks. And again, Memphis no good. A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Jackson. Morris outside. Pass to Leonard. Jackson with it. Jackson in his pocket. Morris for 3. And they recover it. Jackson outside. So the Clippers win it. This one was, thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
Go. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And how about that? Snuck in off the baseline and then the sensational reverse.
How pretty was that? Athletic basketball with a little bit of flair mixed in. Now, here is Russell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Now here's Jackson. Down low, here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammate. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Outside Edwards. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. So they foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Stolen by McDaniels.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
And I like when Russell plays with pace. So that was a good shot in rhythm, and that can get him going.
And here is Morris. After D'Angelo Russell hitting the three.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Russell's got 5.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Jackson kicks to George. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
He hits the second from the line. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. The Clippers trail with a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Jackson against Russell. Outside, George. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Jackson passes to Morris. It's good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. It's George on the wing. Morris outside. Shoots the 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And the one thing about Moore, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Here's Gobert. George against Edwards. And the rejection by Zubac. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
Now here's Leonard. McDaniels defending. Three-pointer. Leonard, no luck. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Morris. Outside for George. Back to Morris. Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
I love how Kawhi gets to his spots. He won't let the defense throw him off.
No good that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the 3 spot. Now Gobert. Paul George missing from long range. Towns with it. Leonard picks him up. Outside, Russell. Stolen by Jackson. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Jackson against Russell. Outside for George. Outside Jackson with the shot. We know you need talent to win, Steve, so how critical is basketball IQ to winning at the highest level? How important is it in that equation?
Kevin, it's everything. A playoff series can turn on a single play. And the guys, you can tell the difference who has a high basketball IQ and an average IQ. It does make a difference.
Morris passes to Zubac. Up top, Leonard. McDaniels defending. Morris, no good. The Timberwolves trail. Right side Towns. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. With the drive, that one goes. Count it. Noel's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Jackson. Up top, Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And the dunk by Zubac. They have not lent for a while a chance to do so here.
Well, they'd like to retake the lead on this possession.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Noel, defended by George. Now the pass to McLaughlin. Just 5 to shoot. Anderson outside. Over Morris.
Bringing a strong work ethic defensively. Morris grinding on the shooter there.
The Clippers have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Clippers leading by 3. To the inside. The 10-footer. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Noel. He's covered by Leonard.
A stellar defender. Leonard's impeccable timing on this hand allows him to reject shots.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's McLaughlin. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Prince. It's rebounded by Leonard. The Clippers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
First personal foul.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Now here's Jackson. Outside, George. Tries the spin move. Out to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Just 4 to shoot. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Here's Morris. He has 5. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Substitution on the floor.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Russell passes to Edwards. The kick out to Towns. 6 to shoot to stop the drought. Rebound by the Clippers.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And an intentional foul right there. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And he knocks down the free throw.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now, here is Russell. 5 points in the game. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Jackson kicks to George. It's tipped. Now here's McDaniel. See right out. And the dunk by Town.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Back to George. Pass to Zubats. 5 on the clock. Leonard, that's for 2. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Russell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And that's pro. Russell gets his man a little out of position and draws the foul.
He hits both from the stripe. 5 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Covington. And he hits the buzzer beater. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Clippers ahead. They're up by 4. We're going to step away briefly, but we'll be right back out here for the start of the third. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
You know, you almost take it for granted. You look at his numbers from the first half. They're just expected at this point.
Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. No good from outside. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And here's Wall. This is a demand. Back to Wall. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. To the paint. Here's Batum. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's Edwards. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things. The refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Good on the second free throw. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Russell kicks to Edwards. For the lead, here's Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
The Clippers in the lead. Wall looking for an opening. It's Powell on the wing. Man passes to Powell. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First 2.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. It's Powell with the drive. Banked in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Look at the intensity on that drive. Norman Powell charging in like no one can stop him.
Here's McDaniels, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on John Wall.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The free throw drops for McDaniels. And McDaniels drops them both. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Takes it out to Covington. Outside, Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Timberwolves trail. McDaniels passes to Towns. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Powell finds Batum. Count that one.
Showing the versatility. Nicholas Batum attacking in the lane and challenging that defense.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. The wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
And he's good on the second. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Powell, the feed to Batum. And he uses the glass on the lane. Batum's got 4 this quarter.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Back to Russell. Covington with the steal. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Carl Anthony Towns. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Clippers leading by 4. Outside, Wall. Covington in the corner. Edwards against Powell. Covington wide open. He fires. Carries the long-range jumper. Covington's got his second bucket of the night.
For Robert Covington, that 3-ball from the corner pocket is money.
56 seconds left in the third quarter. The kick out to Towns. Gobert trying to get open. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Towns. Ball passes to Mann. The pass to Pop for the 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Russell passes to Gobert. Now here's McDaniel. Guarded by Powell. And here's Edwards from the arc. Now Powell to the middle. Here's Mann. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
More than willing to make the next pass. Powell is a total team player.
Gobert can't hit. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So on the floor for Minnesota. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the small forward.
Gobert going to the line. The defense couldn't do anything but foul the big fella.
And he sinks the second. Clippers leading by 5. Outside Jackson. Takes it out to Leonard. Down low. Zubac. Bounce pass. Outside, George. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Leonard, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 5. Feeds to Gobert. Stolen by Zubac. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Pass to George. And stolen by Russell. Towns with it. Guarded now by Morris. Towns dishes to Russell. Back to Towns. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Clippers leading by 7. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Morris outside. Fires from deep. Reed with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. On the 3 off target. The Clippers shooting 43% from the field. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. And that one's good. Leonard.
Looking at his percentages over the years, Kawhi is an elite three-point shooter. I think Leonard deserves more credit for that.
Here's Edwards. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside Leonard. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The first free throw is good.
Shooting for Minnesota, Jaden McDaniels. Shooting 2.
And McDaniels drops them both. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. The dish to George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to George. Count the basket. George has got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Here's Reed. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. Towns with the steal. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Jackson against Russell. Jackson kicks to George. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Reed. Russell with it. Started now by Jackson. McDaniels in the post. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Outside for George. Zubac trying to break loose. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Jackson.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Los Angeles.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions in the nice night it ended up being for Reggie Jackson.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness. He kept the ball moving, kept everyone involved, really enjoyable to watch.
Yes, that goes in.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
George passes to Morris. Outside Jackson spins. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Out to Russell. The three. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
And there's the punchline. Russell delivers it on point in style.
Edwards passes to Reed. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Anthony Edwards, second personal foul. Third team foul.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. David, that here is...